Good morning, everyone. I'm on very early today. Well, I get up very early, but today I'm on not at my usual hour. Why? Well, I did an accountability call today, and I'm not going to get into the whole specifics, but for some reason, I could not connect my Logitech camera to Facebook Live, and I was using a wrong browser. My error. I corrected it during towards the end of the call and realized it's a little too late to go on. So here I am instead, live, just little old me. I was invisible, and that's what I want to talk about today. How do you not be invisible? Well, you try to correct it, and I did that literally and figuratively with the Facebook connection to the camera. But in general, how do you not feel invisible? It's so difficult, especially in light of when you're harassed or you're bullied or you're just told to be quiet. Don't you speak. You have to take a risk. Not easy to do. Those women that came forward with the governor, as I said, it took great courage. It's not easy to go against a person of power. And people that often harass, as we talked about yesterday, or usually are in positions of power. Otherwise, it's not, I don't want to say just, but it's inappropriate behavior. I'm not in any way saying that is okay also. But the point is, when you have power involved, you don't have a lot of recourse. So you want to shrink up and become invisible, not noticed, and feel bad about yourself because somehow the person that's being harassed ends up feeling bad. They internalize that sense of embarrassment, or did I provoke this sometimes, or other feelings that really affect self-worth. The best way is to give voice in some form. Not easy to do, and sometimes you understand why people don't do it. So I'm not suggesting this is for everyone. But if you can give voice like those young women, if there's someone out there that knows they're being harassed, give voice. Now, sometimes giving voice means walking away, leaving. You can't always fight the tide, unfortunately. Power corrupts. It also can ruin you. So you walk away or you leave something. Now, again, none of these things are easy, but that's how you'll feel more visible. Everyone has the right to feel visible. We are all unique human beings, and we have every right to not feel invisible, whether it be harassment, sexual harassment from a higher up, especially a person in power, or in any form. We have the right to feel visible. We are here. We are present. We need to feel visible. And the way to do it is using our voice so people will notice, oh, I thought that person didn't exist or wasn't there. They were so quiet, we didn't hear a thing they said. We didn't even notice them. Or walking away. And that sometimes has to be the stance to take because it's not always easy to confront these Goliaths. David was fortunate, and these young women hopefully will get recourse. They'll have recourse, retribution. And probably the best way is for him to be impeached or resign. I don't know what's going to happen. We don't know. People in power have a lot of power. That's why they crave it. It's coveted because it gives them a sense of almost immortality, which is ridiculous because they're not. They're no different than the rest of us. They just have a role that they're implanted in to allow them to be in control. So all of you who feel invisible, whether it be from long ago, harassment, bullying, which is harassment, or worse, although that's pretty bad in itself. I'm not in any way, I don't want to minimize it, but abuse, physical, sexual, and you never gave voice to it, well, you might want to think about doing that. You don't have to go to therapy. That's certainly one way, but it's not the only way. All right, everyone, have a lovely, lovely weekend until next week. And I don't know what time Monday. I think it will probably be later in the day, but we'll see. The unexpected, which happened to me when I couldn't get my camera going today.